I'm back, my fellow Weebians, to give you What If Asta Has Infinite Magic Part 1, and this is a new world with a new character. I can't wait. But before we start, spoilers, if you didn't watch the whole anime, you should leave and start rewatching Black Clover before you watch. Is that okay? And if you didn't watch it but you still want to watch this What If, good. At least you're cultured. I'm gonna stop. But yeah, where do we start? We start with Asta's mother. Asta's mom is taking Asta to Hodge Village, or not Hodge. She's taking the Hodge Village to the orphanage there. She doesn't know that Asta has infinite magic. He was blessed by the gods themselves. Asta's magic is infinite, so she's taking his magic without knowing it, and puts Asta down and leaves to take care of the demon. If you want to change his name not to Demon to Lucifer, you should put it down in the description below. Now, where we start now. Asta, we're both babies in this time, so the priest opens the door to see two babies, and picks both of them up, puts them on his bed to check their names. He looks at Asta and say, "So, your name's Asta." Then gets kicked in the face by Asta, and now he's bleeding. And he's like, "You really are a lively one." Don't know how he's bleeding because he's a fucking infant, but never mind. He looks at and he's like, "Well, you're calm and collected. So, welcome to the family." Time skip. We see Asta fending for for his pendant. Asta's getting his ass cheeks slapped, and like, "Asta, please, I'm a little bitch baby," type shit. And Asta's like, "Don't worry, I'll help you," blah blah blah. And then is finally getting his ass up and throwing air attacks at the guy, and then he's like, "Fuck this shit," and throws the pendant, and Asta's like, "This is a victory." Asta doesn't know how to use his magic. Not now, but later. Only can sense, because the power is so much, only people that's captain level and magic captain level and and have to be a wizard king or people above the wizard king can sense his magic. Asta is gonna have all types of magics, including time magic, wind, air. Wait, wind is the same shit. Wind, earth, fire, and water. Ice, basically anything that goes down. Metal, magic. Who knows? Uh, Anything in Asta's imagination, he might conjure. Spatial magic. He might do that one too. That's a good one. That's really a good one. But now, after that, also saving. It's gonna be cold and shit, but not really. But now we do the real time skip, where everything begins. "Marry me, Sister Lily," Asta says. And Sister Lily's like, "Water, water, holy fist," and throws it at Asta. And she's like, "Oh my god, Asta, I forgot that I was using my magic." Some bullshit like that. We all know you're using your magic. How do you forget that? How the hell you slip out your book, open the page, and say holy fist? Like, that makes no sense. Sister Lily and shit. He should have been banging Noelle by now. Like, get off your get off Sister Lily's ass and go to Noelle's fat one. I'm like, that's fucking funny. But Asta's like, "Why won't you marry me, Sister Lily?" And some orphan girl, red hair, I forgot her name, says, "Asta, you can't marry a woman from the cloth." And Asta's like, "I don't care. Sister Lily begging, and I just want to hit it from the back." I'm playing. He doesn't say that, but he's like, "But Sister Lily should marry me." And it's like, "Asta, that's just Asta's just a small crush. You'll get over it in the future." And Asta's like, "Never." He is. Like, "Forget it. With your magic, you're never gonna become Wizard King." And Asta's like, "Oh," and the people were like perplexed. What says they can't sense Asta's magic because it was too renowned, and he's not that strong right now. He's not that strong. Senses Asta's magic just a little bit, but Asta's is fucking built different, so he can't sense it. Only Magic Knights can sense his enormous power, but that's just small, because they think he's at least royal, but Asta's beyond the royal. So Asta, he throws out his hand trying to conjure magic, but it doesn't work because he was using his right. Oh wait, his right arm. And by the way, Asta can't conjure magic with his right arm. It has no magic. In the comment sections, the guys were asking me about that, and I said, oh, his arm won't have any magic, not yet, or it'll have anti magic. That's where the anti magic devil's gonna resign in the book, and his right arm, his fapping. I need to stop. But yeah, Asta, he is he's working on himself because he thinks he has a little bit of magic, but he doesn't know how to conjure it. So he's working on his body to make himself stronger, like the original. So we meet Asta again after the talk and shit like that, and telling him like you're never gonna be a Wizard King, you're nothing. But he doesn't really say that like that, because his friend, and but his like brother and shit like that. So he's just teasing him with the fucking shit like that. But never mind. Asta's training, he's moving. He's just like, why can I not use magic? He throws his right arm again, but he never uses his left. That's what he thinks. Let me try my left hand. Asta does it, and he feels mana flowing through his left hand. He throws a fire punch without knowing. Fire came out resonating with heat off of his body, and he hits it. It obliterates a bone. Asta's like, holy shit, this is lit. He disintegrated a bone out of nothing, out of his magic. He looks at his arm, and it's just like, it's like heat emitting off of it and fire just coming off. He's like, holy shit, oh my god. And he's like freaking out. He's like, I can use magic. I can use magic. I thought I'm never going to use magic in my life. Asta's thinking. The relief from all the pressure of never becoming Wizard King, or like the pressure of trying to become Wizard King without any magic, is like leaving his body. It's like, yes, yes. And after he obliterates the bone, he sees fire resting. He's like, oh shit. He sees fire coming off of it, and he's thinking about he's about to burn down the whole village. So he's trying to stomp it out, but the fire's too strong. Asta's thinking. Asta's like, oh shit, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? And then he feels cold. Not like ice coming out. No, water. Water is about to spew out of Asta's hands. So he just points at it, hoping that he thinks his fire is gonna stop the other fire. That's kind of fucking stupid. Fighting fire with fire. Actually, you can't. Was it? No, that's not gonna work, right? But then he shoots water off of his hands, and it extinguished the water. And he's like, holy! I can use two different type of magic. Wait, I can use two different type of magic. He is astounded and perplexed and everything combined of confusion because he doesn't know how his magic is working. He is so scared-ish, not knowing what his magic is gonna do. He doesn't really know how to work it properly. So he's like, if I can use water and fire, I might use air. He's thinking like gullibly, but it's gonna happen. Then he points his left hand and air shoots out. And Asta's about to pass out of fucking excitement. So he's thinking I can use all elements. So then he tries to use ice. Ice comes out. He uses spatial magic, and well, it's kind of just a little, a little hole comes out of nowhere. But like, yeah, he is excited seeing all this happening. So he tries to use it with his right hand. It doesn't work. His right hand doesn't produce magic. He's like, why is this? Am I a defective or something? But never mind. I can become Wizard King with only one arm. Asta, you're so gullible. I'm playing, But yeah, Asta goes back down to the village, excited, going straight inside the orphanage, and everybody's sitting down. He's like, the priest is like, Asta, you finally arrived. Come eat some pot potatoes or something like that. Like, pot potatoes? Pot potatoes. Eat some pot potatoes. And Asta's like, forget that. I mean, they're delicious, but forget that right now. I can use all the elements, and everyone starts laughing and shit like, Asta, you can't use all the elements. Stop lying. I'm an orphan. I'm playing. So is he, but never mind. Asta's like, yeah, I could. And Asta just uses his fire, and he's like, so you Nash, I think the one with the boy, the Nash, is like, okay, you can only use fire, but at least you can use magic. Asta, stop lying. You can't use all four magic. And then Asta pours out water out of his arms, and he just looks at Asta like, the fuck, his eyes just look, how should I say it, wide-eyed more. He wide-eyed looking at Asta like the fuck. I mean, I'm still gonna become Wizard King type shit. And I was like, see, and everyone's like, you can use two elements, and Asta's like, not only two elements, I can use all elements. Then he makes this just a little pocket spatial, and then he throws his pop potato inside, and it comes out the other one, and everyone's just freaking out like Asta is like like that powerful, and Asta's like, well, and everyone's like, what do you mean well? I only can use it on my left or yeah, my left arm, and it was like, what? Yeah, and uh, Asta, Asta is like, yeah, I only use my left arm. My right arm doesn't work for some reason. Everyone's looking at Asta like, are you defective as fuck or something? Like, what? And I was like, I'm not defective, guys. It doesn't work on my doesn't work on my right arm, but my left works, and I think my legs works too. And Asta just try to fly with air, but instead of flying, he hits his head on the table. Oh, and Asta's now now knocked out, and everyone just takes Asta to the bed. He's like, oh shit, Asta really hit himself like that. We kind of feel bad for you, guy, but damn, you got magic, so you're gonna be all right. You're gonna be all good. You're gonna be all great, Asta. So Asta wakes up. He looks around like, what happened? Was it a dream? Sister Lily walks in. He's like, don't worry, Asta. It wasn't a dream. You did produce magic. All four of it. 5, 6. Many magics. And Asta's like, so it wasn't a dream. So would you marry me, Sister Lily? And Sister's like, dang it, Asta. Just one day. Just one day, man. But, no, I'm not going to marry you because I'm the sister from the cloth. And Asta's like, okay. If you won't marry, would you really not marry me, Sister Lily? And Sister Lily is like, I assure you, Asta, I can't marry you. I'm a sister from the cloth, and you're too young. And Asta's like, okay. Finally his crush is gonna go down. He finally not gonna be thinking about Sister Lily, bro. Like he really riding Sister Lily's ass, hard. But yeah. So Asta, let's do a little time skip. Asta is finally training with Yuno. Asta's running. Remember, he still worked out, so he's gonna have a great speed, agility, and stamina. So he's running straight to Yuno. Yuno's storing air. Asta jumps over it, uses his fire magic, and throws it to conjures fire magic, and throws it to Yuno. Yuno dodges his split seconds, throws air. Asta using his water, trying to dodge, but it didn't really work. He usually slipped on his magic, and he get hits with the air. Walks up to Asta and says, Asta, look, you might have more magic than me, or more elements than me, but you're still not gonna become Wizard King. Nah, you thought he was gonna say you're still not stronger? No, he's gonna like, you're still not gonna become Wizard King, bro, because I'm better than you. Like, he's like, also, you're not gonna become Wizard King. I'm gonna become Wizard King. Remember that. You're trash, boy. And Asta's like, you know. Fine. Can you help me up? Asta says, and Yuno's like, fine. He picks up Asta. And Asta's like, finally, we're about to get our grimoires. And Yuno's like, yeah, we're about to get our grimoires. So they walk to the what's it called? No, it's more like they walk to the book joint. I don't even know what you call it. They walk to get their grimoires. So they walk in a file line because there's a lot of ass people, and then they finally come inside. The wizard, I'm gonna call him the wizard. The wizard's like, you're finally here. We're gonna see the new generation of magic knights or new people. I'm happy to see you guys here. Now you finally can live your life to the fullest. So, let's start, he says, and then people are getting their books, small, big, la la la. Yuno just looking up, and for some reason the sun's just aligning with him and shit like that. And gets the 4-leaf clover going down, and Asta is just waiting there. And then for some reason, light just gleaming off these two books is going to Asta. Asta grabs one of them, and it's just the 4-leaf, and the other a 5-leaf. And Asta grabs it. he's like, I got 2 books, and the noble's like, what? No, this can't be. I'm a noble. I'm supposed to be God. I'm so mad. I have a man pussy. And he stopped. But yeah, the nobles are just eating fucking dick and shit like that because they're fucking trash. So, Asta and leave, and Asta's like, so you have the 4 leaf, and he's like, yeah, Asta, you have the 4 leaf too. But why do you have another book? And Asta's like, I don't know really. I don't know. Asta says, and Yuno's like, okay. So where are you gonna keep that book? Pretty sure that's yours. He's like, well, I'm gonna have 2 holsters, one for my right and one for my left, so I can conjure my left book and conjure my right with my other one. I hope. I mean, what am I gonna do with it? Really, I don't use magic in my right hand. And Yuno's like, yeah, I guess. They start walking. And then these nobles come up and they're like, so, you really think you can disgrace me in front of all those people? Nah, you're trash, boy. You're just a commoner piece of shit. You should live in dumpsters. I'm a man pussy type shit. And it's like, Asta, they really challenging us. And Asta's like, yeah, So you want to show them up? Oh, by the way, Asta is like, he's not as small as he is in the original. He's at least, let's say, Yuno's height. Yuno's height, so they're basically the same height. So can't do that. You're short shit on him because I hate that. You're short, Asta, type shit. I just want to smack my boy in the face, but never mind. And Asta, Asta's like, so I take one, you take one, and like, nah, I could take both of them. And Asta's like, oh yeah, I could take both of them with my eyes, fuck. And Yuno's like, you mumbled. And Asta's like, shut up. Rock, paper, scissors for both of them? Yeah, Asta, wins, of course. Fucking. Asta's like, damn it. He was like, watch me. And both of them go straight for and just like he just looks at his book and it says air slice, and he does that, and they fly back, knockout. It's like, garbage. They start walking, and then this guy with chains got both of them, takes both of them, and Asta can't use his magic, and can't use his magic too, so they're basically fucked. That's what they think. The guy's like, so you're the two with the 4-leaf clovers. I'm gonna be taking that. Wait, I should make his voice more menacing, right? So you're the ones with the 4-leaf clover. Give it over here. And like, what are you gonna do with it? You can't even do nothing with it. Says. Asta says the same. He's like, well, I can't do nothing with it. That's a fact. But I can sell it. Big bucks. That's what I'm going to get off of these 2 bucks. 4 leaves. Wow, this is a lucky day for me. He says. Asta's like, no, I won't let him take my 4-leaf. Could you even move your magic or use your magic? I said move. Use your magic. And Yuno's like, I can't. Asta's like, fuck. Damn it, what am I gonna do? And then his 5-leaf came out of his holster. And it starts floating. And Asta's like, what is this? Asta then the 5-leaf opened, and Asta looks at it looks like a lever or something. It was popping out of the book. Asta grabs it with his left hand, but it just couldn't take it. It's like he's feeling his magic draining out of him, so he doesn't use his his left hand. So he uses his right. It perfectly matched because his right hand can't use magic. He takes out the blade, and then he sees it. So he's like, so what am I gonna do with this? Asta's thinking. Then he's like, fuck it. He grabs the sword. He's about to throw it, but then he's like, he cuts the chain instead. The chain dispels, and he's like, oh shit. I'm playing. I used to say that, but he's like, so I finally have a use for my right hand instead of fapping. I need to stop. I need to stop. That was the first thing that came out of my mind. Fapping. No. Asta grabs it. He cuts the chain. He looks at him. So you're ready to lose? Nah, that sounds weak. That sounds really weak. You're ready to die? No, that sounds too fucked up. Oh, you're ready to get your ass kicked? Perfect. He cuts Yuno's chain, and Yuno's chains. He cuts Yuno's chain, and Yuno's like, "Thank you, Asta." Asta then uses his light ability. I'm playing now. He uses his light speed to go straight towards him, hits him in the head with the fucking thing, and then both Asta and Yuno jump him. Well, I mean jump him. They both kick the shit out of his out of him, knocked out. They're like, take it from the three leaf bitch. I mean not three leaf. The Clover Kingdom. They jumping him and saying the Clover Kingdom and shit like that. That's kind of funny. But enough said of him jumping the fucking loser Magic Knight wannabe, or he was a Magic Knight, but he still asked, so get correct. Uh, Austin, after jumping the guy, they leave, and finally, time skip? No, time montage. They're working out and shit like that. You know what I mean? They're using their magic. Also using his magic abilities. He can use every magic. It says it on the book too. Light, dark, everything really. So Asta's like, well, light, dark, and Asta looks at it, he's like, oh shit. Well, my dark magic needs I can use my dark magic, but I could use another sword. Asta thought, so you might think about buying a katana. That what Yuno has. Uh, Not Yuno, my bad. Yami. I disgraced Yami's name. I should after this I'm gonna kill myself. I'm playing now. But yeah, I keep I keep doing that. I need to stop. But Yami, not Yami, Yuno, they both have Y in their name, so sorry. Uh, Yuno and Asta train, and then it's time for the Magic Knight entrance exams. So Asta and Yuno were packing, getting ready. They're gonna fly there. Yuno knows how to fly, and Asta you could use his one of his feet. Nah, he's gonna use. Damn. Should I just only give him arm? No, no. Should I? Nah, I'm gonna leave him arm. So Asta can use magic out of both of his feet. Not good. But in the future, it might corrupt Asta's half body. The anti magic might corrupt Asta's half body. So we might see in the future, wink, how this is gonna work with Asta's body. But that's for later. Now let's start where we started. Asta and Yuno are finally gonna leave, and now they're flying. Asta's using air magic, my bad, wind magic to fly, and just like Yuno, fly. Yuno's way better at using wind magic because he specializes in wind. Asta has all the elements, so he has to learn how to use all of them, including light, darkness. So right now, Yuno is an advantage with basically one, but Asta can use all multiple, so uh, he has more options than Yuno. But yeah, they're flying and they make it under a day to entrance exams. Yeah, my bad. I blanked for a second. I really blanked hard for a second. But Asino makes it, and we go to the Magic Knights, and they feel nah, they don't feel it yet actually. Asta didn't release his magic properly, but Asta gets there, and so we're back to Asta. They get there, they sign up, they see their four leaves, and Asta shows both of his books, the anti magic and the four leaf. And they're like, "Whoa, two kids from a backwashed village, trash ass village, trashy ass village is fucking destroying his village, destroying where Asta lives." And Asta's like, "Fuck you," but never mind. He doesn't say that. Asta walks in, and when I say there was zero birds, there was zero next to Asta, and the birds really hated Asta, but only one bird went to Asta, and it was I always forget her name. Really, that's why I put her instead of the other one. I don't really care about her that much, but I'm gonna just say the anti bird that's in the anime because I always forget her name. Nero. My bad. Nero stands. You're gonna hate me for saying forget her or something like that, but it was Nero. Nero. Yeah, don't hate me in the comments, but Nero went to Asta and stuff like that because she feels like, oh my god, this guy feels just like the Wizard King, the first Wizard King. So she lands on his head and snuggles up on his head and makes a fuss. And you should just see Yuno's face. He's just laughing a little like. So you have yeah, sorry. Yuno finally can tell how much magic Asta has. Not like that, but he can sense a royal, not royal magic, but like he has a lot of magic. He thinks he's a royal. He has royal magic, or not royal magic. He has the amount that's same to royal magic. That's what they think. That's what thinks really, and the Magic Knight's gonna be thinking that too. So Asta and are about to start the entry exams, and that's when it starts. They the Magic Knights and the captains. That's what you say. Yeah, the captains stand up, talk about this, that to the third, bing bong, no one loves you, and he's like, so first we got three challenges. One is flying. The other is the other is projection throwing, I guess. Like they have to how good your aim is shit, and then the fighting. And Asta's really keen for the fighting, so he's probably gonna prepare a shelf for the Magic Knight and the King, or Magic Knight, Wizard King, and the captains, or is Captain there? Wait, was the Wizard King there, or was he transformed into someone else to see? Never mind. Asta, us and are like just fucking acing this shit. They didn't even need. I mean, they don't need to use the broom to fly. They just fly right there. I mean, used it. Asta used it too because they have to pass. But yeah, Asta does that. Their aim is incredible. Asta uses light magic, and that's what get the captains a little dick hard. I'm playing, but they see Asta using light magic, and they're already thinking like, I need him. Light magic is rare to see. After that, it's time for the fight, and Asta and are just looking at each other like, it's me and you. Haha. The guy, haha. Yeah, he didn't want to Asta because you know why? Just guess. Because he's too powerful, and Asta would just mollywalk him like that. So he knows they're in their own league above. Asta's like, so you want to fight me, even though I got multiple powers, And Yuno's like, well, I'm more skilled than you in magic. And Asta's like, I use magic more. Maybe, but like I have. And Yuno's like, I'm gonna become Wizard King, and you're nothing compared to me. So like, get wrecked. And Asta's like, time and working out and training will get me to a Wizard King level. And Yuno's like, yeah, maybe, but I'm going to become Wizard King, so you're trash. Asta's like, oh my god. There's like no way to beat him. And Yuno's like, you're still short. And Asta's like, what? We're the same height. And Yuno's like, no, we're not. You're 1 centimeter below me, bro. And Asta's like, what? He measured himself with Yuno, and actually Yuno's correct. Asta is 1 centimeter below so he could call Asta short. And Asta's like, fuck you, I'm about to beat you. And Yuno's like, yeah, in your dreams, bro. So, they're about to begin and fight. And Asta just look at each other and smile. You ready to lose, And Asta's like, Yuno's like, yeah, in your dreams, Asta boy. And now they start fighting. Uses air slash and propels himself in the air doing it. Asta uses a light magic to teleport, or not teleport. Uses light magic to zoom faster, but still dodges it and throws another air slash. Asta uses spatial magic, and that's when the captain saw. Did he use spatial magic? He uses two different types of magic, and they first thought is like, is he from the Diamond Kingdom with their experiments and shit? That's what they're thinking. If he's from the Diamond Kingdom doing experiments. So, Asta jumps in the air, then flies towards Then Asta, he uses his left arm to make a giant ball. It's like the sun. He throws it to and he's like, well. He uses air devastation, and air devastation slice, and he cuts through the sun, or basically cuts through the sun that Asta made. But that's what Asta wanted. That distracted Asta uses his spatial magic to go behind and then he grabs his anti-magic sword and he hits on the back of the head. Flies all the way back down. Knockout. Yuno's like, Yuno's in the ground after that, and Asta's like, so I win, and Yuno's like, yeah, you win. Asta picks up Asta grabs Yuno's arm that asked for him to pick up or some bullshit like that. I don't remember, but yeah, Yuno's like, well, don't get a little too cocky. Watch me become stronger. Huh. And Asta's like, yeah, yeah. And Asta in his mind's like, I fucking beat I'm a god type shit. I'm already Wizard King. I mean, he's gonna be Wizard King, so it's facts. But Asta's like, I'm gonna be basking in this glory. I'm gonna be like all that, the like this and third or bullshit like that. I don't even know. Third wish of that, blah blah blah. Asta's thinking he's a god type shit. And when I mean the Wizard King was looking, he was looking, bro. He already Wizard King material. He already he's thinking he used a lot of different type of magics. Can he use time magic? And that's what really gave the Wizard King a chub underneath his pants. My God, I'm playing. I need to stop. But yeah. That's what happened. While that was happening, it's time for the calling, where the magic captain. I said magic captain. The captains are gonna choose who's gonna join them. So let's go to Unisern. Everyone raises their hand for and then Asta. Everyone raised their hand for and picked the Golden Dawn. And it was Asta's turn. Everyone raised their hands. Asta, he wanted to challenge so he looks at He's like, you know what? I'm about to make the greatest team. I'm sorry. I'm gonna make the worst team the greatest team. Yuno's like, what? And Asta looks and he looks at the Black Bulls and he's like, I want to join the Black Bulls. He says it right there, and Yuno's like, so he's really getting a little cocky, huh? Yuno's thinking, because he beat he's thinking, Asta's thinking that he can make the worst team into the best team, and that's what he's gonna do. He's gonna become Wizard King and join the worst team and make it the best. And Asta, says, well, thank you for giving me the head start, Asta, but this is gonna be your backlash. You know that? And Asta's like, nah, it's not. I'm gonna become Wizard King. And Yuno's like, yeah, in your dreams, little Rasta. If you know who says Rasta in the comments below, I already know who is. I just want you to give you a little quiz on there, or a little question. I mean, it's magma. It starts with an M, so it starts with an M. I think I just said his name on accident. Never mind that question. But back to the thing. Yami's like, oh shit, I get a powerful kid. Fuck yeah, Yami's thinking. He really thought he was gonna join the Golden Dawns, but he never thought he was gonna join him. Yami jumps down. He's like, so you're gonna join me, huh? The worst of the worst. Oh wait, no, he doesn't like that. Sorry, my bad. Let me try and make his voice better. So you're gonna join me, the worst of the worsts. And Asta's like, well, I'm gonna make the worst of the worst the best of the best. Asta says, and Yami's like, you better push past your limits, kid. Right now, Yami is very strong. I mean, Yami was always strong, but Yami is still stronger than Asta. Asta's cocky for beating Yami, and Asta's like, he still humbles himself and says, don't worry, Captain. As he salutes him, I can't wait to become Wizard King. And Yami's like, no doubt you might become, but you still have to push past your limits, kid. Finral! And Finral's like, yes, sir. Make a portal. And yeah, and that they leave. I must say Noelle's already there, Yeah, Noelle's already there. Asta says goodbye to and walks into a portal with Yami and Finral. They get there, and it's nighttime by now, so let's just say it's nighttime. And Yami gets through, and everyone's just making a mess. Magma's throwing fireballs at Luck. Vanessa's drinking a lot. Charmy is just fucking eating, bro. Like that's what she deserves in the fucking, in the in the anime. How she become fat. I wonder how she never became fat like from the start. Like she be eating shit twice her size. That's pretty fucking sad if you think about it. But hey, she got obese and got diabetes. Let's see. Uh, Ghosh was fucking doing some weird shit. Ghosh, wait, Ghosh. Yeah, yeah, Ghosh. Ghosh was fucking making shit about his sister. Just like, sister, my sister is so jerking off to a fucking statue. You fucking pedophile. That's your sister. Sweet Home Alabama type shit happening with him. And Asta's like, "Hello there. I'm gonna be your new Magic Knight support. Magic Knight. What is it? Oh, Magic Knight Junior joining the Black Bulls." Asta says no one gives a shit for a second. Then one of them threw a ball of fire. Magma threw a ball of fire, or Luck hit it, and it went straight for Asta. Asta unsheathes his anti-magic sword and hits it out. And Asta's like, "Stop that. Bad boy." I'm playing now. He just said it, but he's like, I deflected it. And Magnum looks at him and he's like, "Oh, so kid. So kid. You can take my magic, huh?" And Asta's like, "I guess so," he says. He's like, "So, you might pass the Magic Knight exams." Wait, no. He's like, "You must pass the Magic Knight exams, but you can't go past me. If you really want to join the Black Bulls, you have to go past me, kid," he says. And Asta's like, "Okay." So they go outside, and he's like, "So this is gonna be our little ceremony, a little ceremony, Rasta." Asta introduced himself, of course, before it. So, and Asta's like, "Yes, I'll become a Magic Knight, and then become Wizard King." And then Magma achieves his grimoire, and then throws fireballs, and Asta's just dodging it, weaving, and then he propels himself with wind magic in the air. Then he throws spikes of light, because Asta was taking this a little too seriously, if you know what I mean. And you, my bad, sorry. Magma is like, holy shit, he used light magic, and one was about to pierce him, but he dodges. So that makes Magma light speed already. I'm playing. Nah, Asta slows down the light speed, just not to kill him or something. Magma throws another one, and Asta achieves his his anti-magic sword and hits it back to Magma. And Magma dispels it, tells Asta, "You're finally a part of the Black Bulls. You impressed me," and that's what happens. So, yeah. Noelle was watching and saying, "He's very powerful. She can sense his magic." He's like, "But he's still an insect towards me." She flips her hair and says, "I'm royalty, of course." You know how to she knows how to give that royal tongue. You know what I mean? Give the whole Clover Kingdom a good tongue. I'm sorry. I just wanted to say that for a second. It was just a joke. I didn't really mean it, but yeah, Noelle stands. I'm with you, bro. She is bad to the bone. You know what I mean? She is ultimate ship. I just want you to know that Noelle's ultimate ship. She's a baddie. She's everything, really, if you think about it. But yeah, guys. So let's do a little time skip. Not time skip, really, but like it's the next day. After getting his scarf. No, it's dang, his robe. His robe. That's what you call it. Robe. He got his robe from Magma, or no, it was Vanessa that gave him his robe, and let's start the next day. They finally meet Noelle Chan. Noelle baddie, and Noelle finally comes closer to Asta. When Magna was showing Asta around, they finally meet Noelle, and Noelle finally came close, and she can feel the magic coming off of him. She's like, "Is he royalty? Why would a royal be here?" She thinks, but she's like, "What family is he from? Never saw him in my life. Must be a noble with the powers that's stronger than a royal." She thought. And so she's not gonna call him insect, but she's gonna call him Dorksta or Bakasta, bullshit like that. So she's like, so why would you step next to royalty? And she says like that, and Asta's like, oh, I'm sorry. Wait, and Asta thinks, no, we're teammates. And Noah's like, well, I'm royalty, so it makes you nothing really. And Asta's like, what? What did you say? And Noah's like, you Black Clover, you're all the same. Or not Black Clover, you Black Bulls are always reckless and not reckless. Oh, always rude to royalty and shit like that. And Magna's like, don't talk to don't talk to your comrade like that. And she's like, so you insects want to talk back to me, royalty, insect to Magma. And Asta's like, don't call her what was it? Don't call her superior insect. And she's like, never mind. She throws a rope. I don't even want to be in the squad anyway. She walks out, and Asta's like, oof, that sounds pretty bad. And Magna's like, forget it. She'll blow over anyway. So time skip. Asta was training, and then he hears uh splashing of water and cries. Not cries, but like frustration. He hears frustration. So he uses his beautiful stealth and goes under a bush and looks through it and sees Noelle fucking up her magic or like can't control her magic properly. And she's like, why can I not use my water magic? Flashback, she getting beat by her siblings. They mean and shit, telling him you're nothing shit. Flashback ended, and she's like, maybe they're right. And then she tries again and shoots another water bubble, and it hits Asta. And then she looked like, oh no, did he see what I did? Stuttering and shit like that. But she asked him, were you there the whole time? And Asta's like, well, yeah. And she's like, no. Then she points her palm towards Asta and tries to shoot him with a water bubble again, but it doesn't work, and the water consumes her. She's going up, her magic and shit like that is taking her up, and I was like, holy shit. She's flying up in the air, and then Asta goes back to the goes straight back to the fortress. I'm gonna call it the fortress, or goes back to the base and sees everyone outside, and Yami is like, good timing. He picks up Asta, and Asta's like, what are you doing? You can use your anti-magic to destroy that bubble, right? And Asta's like, oh yeah, I could. Yami throws Asta, and Asta's just going straight there. He going straight towards Noelle. Asta uses his air magic towards his feet, and he propels himself faster. Sorry guys, faster towards Noelle. He takes out his anti-magic out of his and grabs it with his right arm, and then right hand, takes it out with his right hand and cuts the magic bubble. Asta then picks up Noelle, bridal style, and then uses air magic to slowly descend to the ground. And Noelle's like, ugh. He's probably gonna taunt me, make names, that type of shit, like her siblings did. That's what she's thinking that Asta's gonna do. And Asta's like, whoa, you have incredible magic, type shit. And she's like, what? And everyone's like, yeah, you have incredible magic. You just need to control it. Nothing that bad. And everyone's like, yeah, you have great magic. And I was like, you really are special, Noelle. And Noelle's like, she blushed a little, that tsundere shit, but she's not gonna like, she's not gonna really think it like that much for now, of course. But she's blushing, like looking at Asta, and she's thinking, what a beefcake. And she's like, what the fuck did I just say? And yeah, but this is where we're gonna end it for now. What if Asta has infinite magic? Is gonna be ended right here. So I'm signing out and saying goodbye, my fellow Weebians. See you later, and hope we can make a part 2.